Well, hello everybody. Welcome to this stream, first stream of 2019. We are going to do one stream today, at least one or two leagues, and we're gonna do probably a short stream tomorrow because I have some friends that are visiting from Argentina, so we're very likely to do a shorter stream tomorrow. However, they are in somewhere right now, so I get to stream like we like to, like we can fire up the good old Amulet. We can make some changes if we want to for the second league, but so far I've been loving this list. In fact, I only played like a single league since the last stream, and it was a 5-0 with this list. So it's basically it's a change that I talked about already in the Discord. We're basically running the list that Edgar and Daryl and I can't remember the other guy's name. But the list that they played at the SCG Team event, they got third or fourth. They lost in the semis, and I think that list is great. So the only change that I'm making is +1 canopy, -1 grove, +1 Gruul Turf, -1 Celestia Sanctuary. So the thought behind this is, well, Grove is a great card. Don't get me wrong there. I think Grove is a great card in this deck. But I personally enjoy Canopy. I played something like 40 matches-ish, maybe 40, 45 matches. And the cantripping of the Canopy won me 3 of them. I mean 3 games, right? The cycling came up like 4 or 5 times, and in 3 of those it was literally game winning because it drew me a card and it helped me find like a bounce land or a titan or whatever it was that I was looking for. And the damage from the card was irrelevant. It hasn't come up yet that I died because I took too much damage from Canopy. The most I've taken has been 2. I played Canopy on 1 in order just to play something, and then I played Canopy was my only untap land, so I used it again on turn 2, and that was it. That's the most that I've taken from Canopy. What's up, Waycaster? Welcome. Besides that, we actually changed. We tried the negate on stream, and it was okay. We definitely already used the negate. I think everything in the sideboard has been tested on stream, besides Ruric Thar. Oh, sorry, my bad. I didn't explain why I made this change. The idea for this change was that I wanted to have access to more white sources in case I wanted to path either my opponent's guys or my own guys in the face of Damping Sphere. So by doing this, with the other list, the one that Edgar has been running, we basically only have 5 white sources under a Damping Sphere. So this makes it so we go up to 7. I have no idea how relevant this change is gonna be, but hey, that's why we test, right? And we keep the same amount of red sources in order to cast Ruric post board, so that is not really an issue. So it's been fine. And again, like I only played a single league with this, and I 5-0'd, so the list felt very, very good. As far as the sideboard, I think the sideboard is pretty great. At first I undervalued a little bit the second cavern, and after playing with it a bit more, I realized that it like the mana fixing does come up. In fact, I played against blue white and I drew my second cavern, and that was my second. It wasn't Grubite, it was Grixis. I drew my second cavern, and that was my second white source in order to cast an uncounterable Sigarda, which my opponent conceded immediately to. So that was nice. So yeah. But yeah, Crazy Poet, it's fine if you have Thicket. There we go. If you have Razorfish Thicket, it's probably fine exchange with the Canopy. However, I think that the downside of potentially, being a tap land when you want an tap land is just a little bit too high in a deck that wants to ramp up to 6. Like if you have if Razorfish Thicket is your 4th land, and with a couple of bounce lands, that's like your 6th land. And it comes into play tapped, then it's gonna be very sad. And we already have 1 extra tap land than we usually play because of Kabira Crossroads instead of Radiant Fountain. So the tap land part of it's actually pretty relevant. However, this list has felt amazing, and I haven't really, since the last time I played it, I haven't really seen any reason to make any changes. So again, it's exactly the one I just run. So we're gonna just try it again. How important is the 4th Path? I mean, honestly, Path is the best card in our sideboard, and I don't think it's particularly close. I think the Path is... it took us way too long to figure this out, but... I think Path in this deck is absolutely absurd. It's great. It's great not only when for us to use on our own dudes, but also of course to use on our opponent's dudes. And in the current meta of like Phoenixes and Dredge and all that stuff, it's been awesome. I don't think it's... I think if you want to play 3 paths, that's fine. But it's one of those things that it's just, the card is just so great. How often did you path your own guy? I path my own guy like at least 2 or 3 times, and I won the game because of it. That, because that's the other part. You path your own dude, and then if you don't win, then it doesn't really get you anywhere. But I won precisely because I pathed my own dude. Of course, that first hand wasn't really a keep. This one I think I'm going to keep. It's a little bit awkward. But we get to like turn 2 amulets, and then if we find any green bounce land, we are gonna be able to Titan. Canopy. Do we keep Canopy on top? This is actually a very interesting one. Sorry, there was another question. Jack Lionheart, have you considered main deck path? No, I don't want to make deck path. I think the main deck is excellent as it is right now, and it's very lean and it does what it wants to do very consistently. So I don't think I want to change anything. More relevant than the life loss? No, it's not. It definitely is. I mean, so the ATB tapped again. I played like 45 or 50 matches, and the life loss from Canopy didn't come up even once. Yeah, Telperio. It's been a while since the stream, and unfortunately, it's gonna be like today, tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be going to Argentina for a couple of weeks, so I won't be able to stream again until the end of January, which is kind of shitty, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, Albino Snake. Well, congratulations. I'm still thinking about this Canopy because I really wanna find the green bounce land, and I don't. I mean, when we draw a green source, yeah, I think I really want to bounce land because I'm gonna be forced to play this Garrison anyway, right? So I really want exactly a green bounce land. So we're going to play Amulet on 2, Garrison. We're gonna play Trinket on 3, fetching either another Amulet or, depending on what we're playing against, we're gonna be getting oof, I feel so smart that I bought on that Canopy, because this is exactly the matchup where the life loss can actually come up. Really? Wow, sick, Telperio, congratulations. Just like that. just like that. I think we are very, very likely to win this game. Sequencing though. I think I still want to play Garrison here, bouncing Tolaria next turn. No, actually no. Because this sets up a kill. Yeah, by playing the Sandhome this turn and not being forced to play Tolaria next turn, this is, you see, this is why you need to reassess after every draw step. The correct play is to actually play Sandhome this turn. Because otherwise, I'm going to play this, and next turn I'm going to be forced to play out Trinket Mage. And because we drew Sandhome, now we actually have access to a turn 4 kill. So this is great. Because now I'm going to next turn be able to play Garrison and actually play out the Amulet as well. Do both things in the same turn, setting up for a kill on the following turn. So always reassess. Always reassess. If I had autopiloted and just like played out the Garrison, I would have set myself for like a delay in one more turn. Sequencing. Sequencing is important with this deck. Just calling turn. I wonder if that's just like any random bounce land, or if my opponent's like on some blue red kind of crap. I guess we'll see. No, it's just any random bounce land. No Eidolon, please. Oh, this is great. We draw Steerings, which is irrelevant. I think I want to still bounce the T-West. Alright, we have a follower. White or Wheat. Thanks for that follow. Yeah. And I could go get explosives, but I think I'm more interested in just downright killing my opponent, right? So unless my opponent kills me this turn, they are dead. This is where to Storm, which killed me on turn 3 of those games. Yeah, that will happen. And I'm gonna win an in game 3. Were you playing the white version or the red version? Because the shadow matchup becomes much better with the white version, even though it's still pretty bad. Let's cover surgical. The white one. What? My opponent just I go for it, right? What can they have? What can they have here? Shop, thank you for the follow. What is happening? Is this my opponent setting up a block? I guess they can double bolt my Titan. I already have a Tolaria in hand, so I don't care. So I guess this is fine. I just jam here. Double bolt on Titan. Slightly awkward. I think I'm going for it. I'm getting Stronghold Vesuva. I'm activating twice on prime time. Then on attack trigger, on attack trigger I get like Simic plus no, I'm not gonna get Simic. I get Sanctuary plus... Yeah, attack trigger is Sanctuary plus... Sanctuary plus Gemstone is attack trigger. That sets me up for next turn. So... Also, if my opponent used their turn to like double bolt my prime time, that means that they're not gonna get to actually kill me, right? Because I effectively gain 6 life. So we do this. We're gonna bounce Stronghold because we can still play Sky Shroud Ranger. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Yeah, so I basically gain 6 here. Whew, Shard Volley. Sure. Okay. Pass the turn. If they were gonna do that, I really don't understand the no attack with Gobo though. That really makes no sense to me. So here we're not gonna be able to... Ooh, that's an Azusa. Never mind. Never mind, we're fine. We're fine. I was gonna say we're not gonna be able to haste the Titan anymore, but of course we top deck the Azusa, which is great, so we're gonna do this. I guess we're interested in transmuting, so I'm gonna float mana from here and use... I guess it doesn't matter because I'm gonna play the Semi-Growth Chamber again. So we play Azusa. We're gonna play around 11 man by playing Stronghold first. So now we get all of our land drops. Float 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's 6. We're gonna bounce Vesuva. Feliz Navidad pasada. Pasada means like, yeah, past. Past Christmas. And Feliz Navidad, Rimai-san. Feliz Navidad y Año Nuevo. Alright, so we're gonna prime time here. Can we... I think we cannot... We cannot kill this turn, so we can 16 my opponent and just gain some life. Which sounds pretty good. We can also get a blocker in the form of Kalni Garden. So that's also pretty good. We can get Sky Shroud Ranger, and on attack we can transmute for Pact. So also my opponent has a single card in hand, so this game should be over here. So Crossroads plus a Gemstone. So we're gonna gain 2. Float white here. Float red, sorry. Almost messed that one up. Just want to make sure that I have all my green sources, which I'm fine with. Pasada Nightmare? Oh, really? That's weird. So here we're gonna get... I'm gonna transmute for Blue Pact. I think it's a very easy Blue Pact. Simic plus Stellaria, bounce Stellaria. I don't need to double strike this turn. I can very easily double strike next turn and I will still have lethal. I'm gonna take 2/4 from this lava man, going down to 6, and then even if my opponent has 2 counter spells, I don't care because I can just counter the second one. and I should be fine. So I don't think double striking gets me anywhere here. And I'm gonna need the second blue in order to transmute. I'm gonna definitely be floating white here so I can actually play the ranger as well. So play ranger. Transmute for blue backed. And pass the turn. I have infinite mana next turn. You're fine, Remisen. You're fine. Don't worry about it. My English is very bad too, so. Take two. You got it. Yep. There's the concession. Sweet. Yeah, it's weird with English because like every single freaking country speaks slightly different with Spanish, sorry. And it's like very slightly different too. So like but it's sometimes it means like completely opposite things. So it's also sometimes it's dangerous different. It's very funny. I always have a lot of fun when I meet people from other Latin American countries, and they're like, "What did you just say to me?" Like, sorry, dude. It means this thing. Oh, what? Wait, really? I don't think I want all the paths, but I definitely want two or three of them. It's probably better than explosives, and I can probably take out a ranger. This sounds fun. I don't want Ruric, I don't want Queen, I don't want anything of any of this. And I think bringing in Path is better than Spell Pierce. I explained this in my guide, but when I play against Burn, I find myself losing to their creature heavy draws way more often than their spell heavy draws, because their spell heavy draws are usually give you enough time to catch up, while their creature draws are, you know, when Goblin Guide deals like 4 to 6 damage, that's when you that's when you are in trouble. This hand is probably way too slow. We can mage on 3. This is a turn 5 Titan? This is a turn 5 Titan on the draw, but with a Colony Garden. This Colony Garden will probably gain us like... So I can play Garden on 1, Vesuva Copy Garden on 2, Mage on 3. So this garden is gonna gain us quite a bit of life. Yeah, I think we keep this. It's a little bit greedy, but my opponent mulligans. They are on the... I think it's a greedy keep, but I think it's very defensible, especially with Trinket Mage setting up prime time on 5. And if I happen to draw an Azusa, this hand just explodes. And if I draw Azusa, I basically win the game on the spot. That's the way that I see this. That's a very interesting draw right there. That's what that is. Whoa. My opponent kept on top, and they chose to not play anything. Right? Yeah, they kept it. They kept on top, and their top card must be very good, because they chose to not play anything in order to get it there. And if my opponent Eidolons here, and I top deck my Sage, that's insane. Okay, so I'm not gonna be blocking this Swifty here. This plant will gain me 2 life next turn, at least. I think we're fine here. Why did we go totally away from Baloth? I think the burn matchup is still fine, and the more relevant clause from the Baloth was the discard one. And I think with the mana base now being able to accommodate Sigarda, I think Sigarda is just a better card. Because not only it's very good in the BG matchups where you want her, where you want Baloth, but you also want it against control, and it's actually great against control, while Baloth is really bad against control. It's probably not even worth a card. However, Baloth was amazing against Marduk Pyromancer. and Sigarda is just not playable against Mardu Pyromancer. But Mardu Pyromancer has been really on the downtick lately because it's just not a good deck right now. So no, I don't think we should board out. I know that the damage kind of sucks with Canopy, but being able, we need the white source, right? We need access to white. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this is why you bring in the Rex Sage against Burn. Whew. Solid draw right there. Whoa. Actually, does this change things? So now I can Azusa and I can set up. I can set up a turn 4 Titan. Yeah, I think this is just better. I'm taking basically 3 free damage, 2 free damage from the Eidolon instead of saging it, since I will probably end up saging the Eidolon anyway. But I think that playing Titan 1 full turn ahead of schedule is just gonna be that much more powerful. So I'm going Azusa here. Yeah, we take 2. That's fine. And we are gonna play Gruul Turf, bounce Kalni, and play Gruul Turf, bounce Gemstone. You're gonna be, you're probably tempted to, play bounce Kalni and replay the Kalni to get 1 extra blocker. But I think that being able to guarantee that we're gonna be casting a Titan, even if this Azusa die, is just way more important. Like way more important. Man, I'm talking a lot today, and I'm falling behind with chat. Sorry about that, guys. Damn, I really fell behind. Shotscape, thanks for hanging out. Sorry that I miss your I miss your comment earlier. I'm Cuban and Puerto Rican, so it's a PITA with our regional associates. Yeah, it can be dangerous. Lost Cause 3 says, hey, I've just started buying pieces for Amulet and been watching your YouTube vids while getting deck together. Glad I can catch your stream. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for hanging out today. ¿Para cuándo un stream en español? Basically, there's Remisen is asking when a stream in Spanish. Honestly, like most of my viewers, speak in English, so I don't think I will be streaming in Spanish since most people won't really understand what I'm saying. So I'm sorry, Remisen, but I would love to be able to stream in Spanish. Just like it doesn't really make sense for me to do it when most people are not gonna be able to, understand. Sorry that you in particular are the one that has to deal with that. Above 449, I answered that question already. We really want the white sources. That's why Canopy stays in. Havana, my dad's from New York, Puerto Rico. Yeah, it's better than Bale. Yeah, Telperio is right. It's just like Crossroads is just so good. I assume my opponent is giving me like the wow, you drew really well treatment or something, but I don't mind because this allows me to catch up with with chat. Is Sigarda bad against Pyro because something is all? No, Sigarda is bad against Pyro because of Blood Moon. That's the reason why Sigarda is bad against Burn. I'm going to chump block here because if my opponent wants to like play something in order to Swift Spear here, that means that I untap and I can and my opponent is tapped out of Skullcrack, which means I gain a ton of life. So I don't really care about that. Okay. I think here T-West Crossroads seems correct here. Probably T-West Simic Growth, right? I have a second Titan. Let's do Garrison. But this force... Yeah, I guess this plays into Skullcrack, but I'm probably okay with that anyway. And I mean, I will need to basically play into this skull crack sooner or later. This is fine, and now because of this, I can bounce Kalni and get some chump blockers. Ooh, one more land drop. What do I want to copy? Actually, I probably want to hold the Vesuva in hand so I can crossroads next turn. It's pretty much impossible for my opponent to deal me 10 damage with this land configuration. I think it's actually impossible for my opponent to deal me 10 damage with this land configuration. I'm just gonna get a second Colony Garden. Sure, Asusa serves. Might as well. If they have Path to Exile 100%, then I'm very, very happy, because that means that my life total stays high and they die anyway next turn. So yeah, if my opponent has Path to Exile, then that's great for me. Sweet, we won very easily, because Burn is a really good matchup. We're 1-0. Alright, look at that. I have a moderator in the channel. He decided to show up. Say hi to my brother. Yeah, this hand is very slow. It's a mulligan. This one is quite a bit better. I can't believe I am 15-15 on street. I literally only have a 50% win percentage while streaming White Amulet. I have 50% win percentage on stream, and I'm 22-3 off stream with this list. Like with White Amulet lists, I guess. Which is hilarious. I have no idea why that's the case. Burn again? Sweet. Take one. Oh, sweet. Yeah, we colony here. We colony. Setting up. We can transmute next. Oof. Oh, one land? Oh, this game is over. Only one land. This game is way too over. I could transmute for explosives, and I just don't think we even do that. What do I want to set up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna Titan next turn anyway, so I probably want to set up Pact of Negation. So we seal the deal. Lightning Bolt, my Sakura Tribe Scout. You got it, OP. You got it. Lightning Bolt resolves. Yeah, we're playing some Amulet combo over here. That meme just never gets old. And here we win the game. We're gonna do Crossroads plus what? We can do Garrison. I'm gonna get Semi-Growth. We probably want to pay for pacts. And we pass the turn. Yeah, Through the Bridge plus Titan plus Valakut is the real combo. We were on the play this game, right? This match, yeah? I think so. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna sideboard exactly the same. Bring in some paths. Take out Ballista. Bring in Sage. And we'll take out Bojuka Bog. Ghost Squatter. And what was the other card? I think I took out Sky Shroud Ranger? Yeah. Yeah, it just looks good. It's just nice and clean. My Bluebird, I think Kessig is fine. Kessig is a fine card to play. It's just different. I think I personally, I think I've talked about this. I think I've talked about this quite a bit, but I personally like Sunhome because it trades. It basically it makes combat math much worse for your opponent, while Kessig Warfront, the upside is that it makes your like plant tokens and Asusas and like random dorks into actual threats. I'm gonna mulligan this hand, way too slow. This hand has Caviar Crossroads, so I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, we're gonna keep that one on top. I'm gonna keep that one on top. Is there a way to use black? I'm experimenting with Death Shadow as another threat in a black amulet. Any ideas? I don't think I would ever play Death Shadow in this deck. We are way too interested in keeping our life total as high as possible, so Death Shadow basically works against that. And also, we EE on 1 a lot, so that also doesn't help. So I don't think I would play Death Shadow in Amulet. Okay. So the question here for my opponent is, do you... No, I messed... Oh no, we're fine. I thought I clicked on the Sanctuary, but... the question for my opponent here is, do you have a way to destroy this Amulet of Vigors? Maybe they have an actual kill here. I don't think they can have an actual kill though. Can I play around D-Palm? Can I play around Deflecting Palm? I think I can, and I think I should. So I play Primetime. My opponent has 3 cards in hand. I'm gonna assume there are 3 burn spells, which would be worst case scenario for me, which would be exactly, if they have 1 Boros Charm, exactly 10 points of damage. If I bounce Crossroads and replay it, I mean I can't do that, so it's gonna be... Oh, there's the option of pacting for a Susa here. We can pact for a Susa. That's really bad in the face of Syrian Blood or Syrian Blaze, some Blaze, some Syrian effect. Just transmute for the white pact. Nice. I think I don't attack. I think that part is clear. I think the question though is, what do we do? I like pacting for Titan. If I pact for Titan, I can do... So I can't beat 4 burn spells. If I don't attack, I cannot beat 4 burn spells. Because I can only copy Caviar Crossroads 1 time if I fetch for Vesua. So I cannot beat 4 burn spells, so there's no reason for me to do that. I can beat 3 burn spells if one of them is a Boros Charm, so I can beat that. I can beat Path to Exile very easily. This is very interesting. So I think I'm going to Pact for Titan. So play Simic Growth, bounce to the West, Pact for Titan. Titan gets Vesuva copy Crossroads plus blue green bounce land. This allows me to transmute this T-West for another Summoner's Pact, and allows me to play the Scout while gaining 2 life, going up to 12. Then on my next turn, I pay for Summoner's Pact. I'm going to assume my Scout dies. So I pay for Pact, and I'm gonna be 1 mana short of Pacting again. No, yeah, I'm gonna be 1 mana short of Pacting again. 2 mana short of Pacting again. No, just 1. I think that's fine though. I have a lot of draws, and that is of course assuming that my snake dies. So this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. We're 1 mana short of Pacting again, but that's also assuming that my Scout dies, right? Because if my Scout survives, it's fine. I can just Pact again. This is also assuming that my Titan dies, right? This is also assuming my Titan dies. If my Titan doesn't die, I just win. So here I get Simic, and yeah, I need to get Simic. I have exactly 1 more Simic Growth Chamber. Where is it? There. Crossroads gonna get copied, and I guess I'm gonna bounce the Vesuva, right? That's what makes the most sense. Skullcrack, sure, that's fine. What's this? Is this a path? No, my opponent's just... So we do that because why not? Play this, transmute for another Pact, and pass the turn. So they need exactly 3 burn spells or Boros Charm plus another burn spell. And that's fine, because I couldn't really play around that, I don't think. You want to swing with the guide? I'll block. So now these prime time. Sometimes this game is just easy. Sometimes this game is just easy. Yeah, now this prime time can fetch. This prime time fetches Tolaria plus... Can I haste here? This Titan fetches Tolaria plus... I need to play around Deflecting Palm at this point, so I need to find a Pact of Negation. That part is clear. So... How can I do this? Nobody plays Molten Rain, so I'm not playing around Molten Rain. I wasn't playing around Path, because I don't care about Path. Path is great. I was playing around Deflecting Palm. Slow roll 3 bolts. I can't haste this guy. So I will need to kill my opponent. I will need to kill my opponent within the next 2 turns, because again I'm playing around Deflecting Palm. So I will need to kill my opponent in the next 2 turns. However, I get to gain 2 life with this Crossroads because I get to play it with the Scout. So that part is cool. But there's no way I can fetch. There's no way I can fetch the Crossroads. There's no way I can fetch the Stronghold and play around Deflecting Palm by getting Summoner's Pact. And at this point I think I'm more interested in doing that than just like trying to double strike my opponent. So I'm gonna go with this. So it's any bounce land here because the T-West is the one that gives me the if I get T-West plus Garrison, I can transmute for another Titan because I can play the Simic Growth. So that would be 6 mana. And I have a T-West in hand with... Oh, I actually can do this. I can just get another Titan. Cool. Yeah, so this is sweet. This is sweet. Okay. So we actually are gonna be able to do everything that we wanted, and we have the kill this turn with Pact backup. We're fine. Yeah. So this one is gonna be... Whoops, I need to float there. Float there, float there, float there. Bounce this. Transmute. Yeah, triple amulet is completely broken. Oh no, because I won't be able to bounce, right? I won't be able to bounce the Teleria West here. Shit. Well, I guess it's too late now. I guess it's too late now. Prime time. Simic Growth. Yeah, I'm 1 bounce effect away from doing it, unfortunately. One bounce effect away from doing it. So sad. So sad. So I need to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4 from the attack from prime time. Damn it. I fucked this up. I fucked this up. Yep, that sucks. That really sucks. I should have gotten the pact with the first Titan. Now I'm gonna be short on mana to pay for all of my pacts. 2, 3. Again, the main concern is to not die to Deflecting Palm. All this mana goes to waste. Yeah, I messed this game up. I really did mess this game up. I shouldn't have played it like this. This doesn't matter because I'm gonna use this mana. I messed this up. I should have gained. Yeah, I should have used the scout to gain life. Now I'm gonna have. Oh, I also misclicked the double strike. Yeah, I mean it's not that it's gonna matter because my opponent's dead next turn regardless. But okay, that's fine. Ah, crap! That sucked. I totally forgot about the fact that. Yeah, I fucked this game up. It's my fault. I should have won this game. I should have won this game. Okay, if you have a bolt, you have a bolt. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we're fine here. And now I can actually gain life if I need to, so this is fine. Alright, yeah, my opponent was basically asking, like, why didn't you kill me, I guess? And I'm explaining to them why I didn't kill them. And that I fucked it up, basically. So now they are extra super mega dead. With packed backup. Yeah, there we go. Oh, thanks, Trey. You saved me there. Alright, classic 4-0 against Burn. Very interesting match there. I think I would have put myself in a better position if that second Titan I played had fetched the blue pact instead of the green one. But I in my whole thought process, I messed it up, and I forgot about the fact that I was gonna be short one. I was gonna be short one bounce effect, basically. Do I keep this? No green source, no Titan, but yes, Azusa. This is a mulligan. This is a keep. Bottom that guy. Yeah, misplaced still. It's like one of those things that it's just like it's minor, but I could have been punished by that. I could have definitely been punished by that. No, I definitely decoy actives. I definitely don't want to haste there. I definitely don't want to haste there. I don't think attacking with the second Titan is. I think ensuring that I don't die is more important than winning there, because again, if I survive one more turn and I have like a guaranteed survival for the following turn, then I straight up win the game. So Amulet would be a solid draw here. Kind of plays into explosives. We're playing against KCI, by the way. And the way to play around Palm was to double strike Titan. So what I was playing around was Palm plus Bolt, and just replaying. We would have been in. Ugh, that sucks. I guess I think playing for the Amulet draw is just way too risky. So I'm simply going to do this and just like play a Ballista on one and start with my shitty clock. I think playing to attempt to draw Amulet there, it's not gonna get me anywhere, because my opponent has main deck ways to get rid of Amulet. If we were playing against a matchup where I know that my opponent will have a hard time getting rid of Amulet, I would have probably done that and held the Semi-Growth Chamber. But KCI's access to main deck explosives. This incentivizes me from doing that very strongly. I've been fine, Trey. I've just been very busy with like work and stuff, and now I'm gonna be out of town for a couple of weeks too. So today is the first stream of 2019 and the second to last stream before I leave. So solid draw. That's a good one. I think it's more important to do this than to play Azusa. And here I think we're going for Sanctuary. We can alternatively take Amulet and try to get lucky. I think I'm gonna Sanctuary though. We have way more ETB and tap lands than and even with Scout in play, even an ETB tap land works. My opponent might just have turn 3 KCI and we just died, right? But just wishful thinking over here. Just some wishful thinking. Hopefully they're on the side plan or some crap like that, which we don't care about. That is not the side plan. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to activate my Scout and F6 and wait for my opponent to kill me. Great. Great deck. Great deck. It's even worse in Magic Online because I guess I'm not sure if it was like the actual like going through things is quicker on Magic Online, I guess. I really don't care about like the psi aspect of it, but the psi aspect kind of like makes the deck, gives the deck an easier time while going off. If they show me a Scrap Troller, I think I concede. They don't have it. Okay. So I guess I'm dead next turn, because they can sack 2 Thopters to go get... Is there any way I can not die next turn? I can Trinket Mage for EE on 0 and blow it up, killing my own Ballista? That doesn't seem great. I can go get Amulet. That doesn't get me anywhere. I can cycle Canopy, but what am I hoping to find? I don't think there's anything I can find. Yeah, and the worst part is I kind of need to E on 0 right now, right? I can't even wait for next turn. I can't even wait for next turn. I guess I'm forced to E on 0 here. Such bad value. Such bad value. You got it. Go. I guess it worked. I guess it worked. Alright. Alright. I guess it worked. Bounce land, oh, that also works. So this is gonna be bog plus bounce land, so I have access to instant speed bog. That seems by far the best thing we can do. So get bog and get probably simic growth. Yeah. So bog you, and now we have access to instant speed bog. That was hilarious, by the way. Like the fact that my opponent didn't have anything there, it's pretty funny. I think bog is way more important than this. Bounce bog. Because GQ gets Inventor's Fair, but I mean, it's very possible my opponent just has the Scrap Troller in hand, right? No, because they would have won already if they had the Scrap Troller in hand. But they can't activate Inventor's Fair anyway, because they don't have 3 artifacts in play. We're cutting them off of Scrap Troller by destroying the Fair. That's what Trey was suggesting. Okay. That's a Wellspring. That is fine. Actually, Mox Opal, that one's probably not so fine. Inventor's Fair gets sacked now. Okay. Now they do have the Trawler. Now when do I do this? I think this is the question. When do I fire this off? The Bojuka Bog, I mean. Right now? No, I don't think I do it right now. If anything, I do it right here, after they sack the Wellspring. I think I do it here. And just hope they don't have another Mox Opal. Because that's pretty much all I can do. I can really do. Alright, F6. Okay, I guess they have another KCI. Now it's F6 o'clock. Man, Sai is such a beating. It basically means that my opponent has access to like infinite freaking mana, which is pretty absurd. Because like any artifact they play is +2 mana. What's up, Andrea? Welcome. Spine. They probably have a loop here. Fuck this deck, man. I consider myself to be moderately smart, and I still can't really figure out when KCI actually has a loop or not. I never really like stopped to think about it, but it's just a confusing deck, just weird. I think we are dead here. I think we are dead indeed. I think my opponent will start side plus 2 mana rock plus 1 mana rock while infinite spines. Yep. It definitely looks, it looks like a loop here. I think it's a loop now, but I think my opponent hasn't figured out either. I think my opponent hasn't figured out whether they have it or not either, which is hilarious. I think they do have it, but oh, this deck. This deck. Yeah, because the spine brings itself back, right? That's why it's great. Because the spine brings itself back. That kind of messes up the whole thing. Maybe I should have actually held with Jugibog, because my opponent has clearly access to like stupid amounts of mana, so ugh. Ugly border spine, yuck. Look at that border, the spine, ugh, gross. BRB Chipotle burritos are left. Chipotle burritos are pretty good. I definitely second that. Yeah, I hope they ban KCI, and if they do, I think I would be interested in playing Hardened Scales. I think that deck is super sweet. Is this hard cast Emrakul right here? Damn, sick. Yeah, this is something that you usually see on Index on Magic Online, because like the loop takes so freaking long to actually happen. You see people playing the stupid Emrakul just so they can win much quicker, like we just saw, right? Maybe I should bring in Sigarda just to play around Emrakul. I kid. Or do I? You will see that I'm bringing in Cavern of Souls. The only reason for this is so we can hardcast this guy. Take out a couple of Titans. Alright, we have a new follower, Jade Cabby. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Caviar Crossroads come out. We don't have any white cards in the deck, so the white source are way less needed than the red sources. So this can come out. Colony Garlic could probably come out too, since I'm bringing in caverns as green sources basically. Scout is great. Amulet is fine. Spell Pierce is great. Negate is great. Trinket, Confined Crypt, Amulet. I don't know whether the explosives is worth it. Maybe it is just to kill Psy, or like the stupid Thopter thingies. No ripping the board. All of our other cards are just better. Signed by Canister, yeah. So the thing about Path is that they just sacrifice the Troller to KCI before you get to exile it, so it's not really great, you know. Yeah, not bringing in Sage is an option, and taking out explosives is another option. It's very rare that what happened on here on game 1 happened, but when it does happen and you don't have access to the Sage, you feel very dumb. So I know that Sage is not insane in the matchup. I know Sage is not great, but I think it might be worth a slot. I don't think Ranger is better than Rex Sage. We don't care so much about the ramping itself. Scout is there mostly for the instant speed interaction. Especially post board, we don't care as much about ramping because we're gonna be doing a lot of this looks like a keep to me. We're gonna be doing a lot of interacting with like spell pierces and whatnot. We really need to draw some lands with this hand though. So there's that. If we drew like Titan or Azusa or something like that, this hand is gonna be really bad. We can whiff for exactly 1 turn at finding lands. I don't care about Sai as much. That's the thing. And also by bringing in Path, now I'm really stretching my mana base, and I guess I can't really take out the Canopy and the Kabira Crossroads. So I would need to take out something else. Peaches, I think Canopy is pretty good. I personally like it. I talked to Daryl, and Daryl said that he didn't like it at all. Edgar said he didn't love it either, but he wasn't like, he didn't hate it. Alright, so that's the one whiff we got. That's the one whiff we got. Now we need to draw land next turn. It's gonna be main phase crack. Nope. Maybe they have Opal though. That's a KCI. Alright. Let's... fuck me. We're getting Tormund script here. Second mage can maybe get... second mage can maybe get Amulet. If that's what we're into. Taking out forests is alright. I think forest is better than Colony Garden. Mismatching Citadels. This is just disrespectful. Like literally, it's a card that it's worth like 0.0 something cents, and you just don't care enough to like get the correct ones. Come on. I know that like mana traders and whatnot give you this like shitty thing, but just never drawing lands, huh? Do I think this Mind Stone is gonna be relevant enough? The aesthetic of mismatching lands is optimal, yeah, indeed. Especially when they have like different frames, you know. Great. Do I want to Sage this Mind Stone, or do I save Sage for a potential next turn? The nice thing that this has too is the fact that it allows me to... I think I'm gonna Mage for Amulet here. It might incentivize my opponent to hold up these explosives. We're clocking them real hard too. I really need to find a bounce land though. Really need to find a bounce land. No, the relevant thing about the Mind Stone, if they sack it with KCI on... fuck me. Are you really gonna have everything, opponent? I don't even care about exciting those two things, so I'm gonna gain 4 life. Alright, F6. Yeah, again, against blue-white, it's oddly really good because your opponent cannot, they don't want to spend a card on killing this. So it just swings and swings and swings, and then eventually it like buys it either gets brick walled by a colonnade, which is nice because it helps. It kind of forces, at one point it forces your opponent to like either tap out, it trades with a Snapcaster alternatively, or they trade with a Path to Exile in the best case scenario. Yeah, we're dead here. We just never saw a land, nor steerings. I think a bounce land makes our hand actually great. They had the Wellspring. That's what they were missing. Oh, they have no 1 mana dudes though. 1 mana thingies. That's why they're struggling a little bit with their cantripping. Here comes Sai. Okay, we're gonna have a bunch of stupid dudes. If they had the Retriever all along, why didn't they play it much earlier? I don't understand. Alright, I think I'm over this game, right? I'm dead? Can they sack something to get back Retriever? I mean, they can draw like a couple of cards and whatnot. I'm not like actually dead though, because they don't have 1 mana rock, so they can't really cantrip as much as they would want to. I think our keep was fine, honestly. I think our keep was okay. Just one of those things that you sometimes get wrecked. You sometimes get wrecked. Wait, how do they get back the Retriever though? Alright, but they needed this. They didn't have a loop yet because they can't get back the Retriever. Am I crazy? They don't have a 1 mana thing, so they can't really like keep cycling, so they're only drawing cards of this Wellspring, and after they've drawn 2, they cannot draw anymore unless they sack either the Trawler or the KCI, and at that point they might actually whiff. So and that's my issue with the deck. That's my issue with the deck. When your Storm opponent just get like gifts and given, you're like, okay, sweet, I'm dead. Now I can concede and move on with my life. Against KCI, you can't really do that. Because, like, at that point, again, my opponent didn't really, unless they had Emrakul in their hand, they didn't really... Oh, they can sack the KCI, I guess. Yeah, I guess, because they get back... But at that point, they're still not drawing cards. They cycle the KCI, right? They destroy the KCI, they need to get back Retriever, then they play the Retriever, and they can sack it. So... there's no, that's where the loop stops. They didn't have an actual loop that drew them cards into a threat. Anyway, moving on. This hand is a turn for Azusa. Seems very, very slow. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand doesn't do anything, so I'm gonna mulligan too. This hand is... This hand has potential. That's an interesting one. I guess we top this. Yeah, we top this. Because we do need lands very badly, but we also need, you know, stuff to do. It's pretty unlikely. I mean, I'm not gonna play around Smallpox, mostly because my opponent chose to be on the play. But I think it's fair to, you know, play around Dash. Oh, we're playing against Mill. Oh, we're dead. All right, can't win. Cannot win. Field. Yep. All right. After getting paired against Burn twice, we get paired against Mill. Feels bad, man. Okay. We definitely want the Cavern. We... Oh, damn it. How do we sideboard against Mill? We definitely want alternative win cons because my opponent is gonna be doing the like this stupid like exile your thing, like surgical distraction and whatnot. This matchup is a real Achilles heel. This matchup is very, very bad. Yeah, I guess we can like just bring more cards. I just don't think that really works because you know you're still trying to draw the cards that you need in the matchup, which are like Amulet, Ruric, and Primetime, right? So you're making your opponent need to draw one extra glimpse, but you're also making yourself less likely to find the cards that really matter. So I don't know how effective of a strategy that is. Yeah, I think EE is good, but I'm trying to figure out which cards I'm taking out. Elixir of Immortality. That sounds. Now, if I wanted to like win this match, the only way to really win this matchup is with Nexus of Fate. Nexus of Fate is like the only real, you know, can't really beat this card because it doesn't really go on the graveyard at all. It's a replacement effect, so your opponent cannot surgically do response. With Eldrazi Titans, that's they can do that. They can exile the Titan with the trigger on the stack and then mill you out. It probably buys you a ton of time at that point, but still. All right, let's try this for science. We're gonna go up to 65 cards. I am not a big fan of Summoner's Pact because, well, the stupid Archive Trap is a card. Archive Trap is a card. Alright, let's try this. I'm not very hopeful it's gonna work. But who knows? Cavern punishing us. I mean, I guess we have access to negate. Yeah, I was thinking of Tormod Scripts. It's just... bleh, you know? It's just a bleh card. These visions, that's fine. Okay, this is how we can possibly win this matchup. This is how we can possibly win this matchup. And actually, like the fact that my opponent is doing nothing, I'm suspecting multiple archive traps in hand. I'm suspecting multiple like archive traps in hand. So I'm gonna try to win without fetching. Yeah, my opponent 100% has multiple archive traps in their hand. At least like 2 or 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I should have negated that. Nah, this is fine. That's a clock. Choose not to search. Pass the turn. I guess I can go squatter, sure. Okay. Alright, at this point they will start casting their spells, and I can play Ruric Thar while leaving. Well, fuck. I was gonna say I can play Ruric while leaving Archive. So 3 archive traps are gonna be 39 cards. That means that my opponent, after making me draw 40, they're gonna need to play at least 2 mill spells. At least 2 mill spells, which will mean that they will take 12. Or I can leave them stuck with all their traps, and yeah, I'm just gonna let this resolve. They're probably gonna take the. Oh, I guess they want to surgical that, which is okay with me. Yeah, you got it, friend. Even paying life. This is shortening the clock. This is shortening the clock. Okay, so all my summoner's pacts are out. Now, mage double strikes. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 3-turn clock. I think we're gonna win this. I think we're gonna win this. Miss Mary Corv. Is that negate worthy? Yeah, this is negate worthy. Hedron Crab. Ugh. Glimpse. Okay, I think we're still winning the race. Yep. So we serve. You block. Alright. So fetches are not a thing. And now I have 2 lethal threats. Got there. I told you guys. My opponent, I'm pretty sure they had at least 2 archive traps in hand. That's the only way they keep a hand like that. The fuck? Oh, yeah. Well, that game was hilarious. That game was hilarious, and I think we literally played great. I think we played great there. Walkie against the... Nah. I'm just worried that I'm gonna be a little bit threat light, especially if my opponent like surgicals my pacts or my titans. I think I'm gonna be very threat light, so I kind of want to add Ballista back in. Maybe Sigarda too? And just like take nothing out. Maybe Turbo Script is cool too. Okay. No negates or anything like that is shitty, but I guess we keep this. If they turn one Thoughtseize into Inquisition is fine. If they surgical the Summoner's Pacts, that's okay. I don't care. That's a solid draw right there. Not gonna lie, that's a good one. If they want to surgical this, that's fine. I'm way more afraid of them surgical in prime time than surgical Summoner's Pact. No prime times, so good for us. And now we have negate up, which is cool. Again, I'm gonna try to win this game without transmuting or pacting or anything like that. Is this? Yeah, that's definitely negate worthy. It also uses our mana. Drawing a Susa there is pretty good. Now we need to draw a bounce land or something. They still have perfect information. I think there's actually some very interesting things that you can do in the mill matchup. Like for example, I won a match against Mill once because I stacked my triggers with an amulet in play. I stacked my triggers so I would bounce. I put the bounce trigger on the stack at the very first because it made it so I didn't lose cards from I didn't lose cards from the. I didn't get milked by the artifact, Mesmeric Orb. I think the correct name here is gonna be Angel, right? We brought in Sigarda, yeah. We have enough green sources and we do have enough red sources too. So I think the correct name here is Angel, which would allow us to cast Sigarda if we draw it. Yeah, if I make it to 6 mana, I'm not fetching. Again, my opponent, they untap with 4 mana and played nothing. So I'm suspecting at least 1 or 2 of those stupid things. This card is also going to be very good. Echoing Truth, my amulet. Sure. I guess they want to surgical amulets away. Nice. Nice. Susa still clocking. Alright, any untap land or bounce land? Bojuku Bog. Sure. You extirpate my growth chambers. So we tighten next turn. I think I want to bog me. So I'm gonna play this bog so we can tighten next turn. I think I want to bog. No, I want to bog my opponent and hold up Tormod's Crypt for my own graveyard. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because bogging them prevents the instant. What's this? That they should have held this land in case they drew. Okay, so they only have one card in hand, and if they have Archive Trap, they can literally hardcast it. So I think I'm actually going to fetch with this prime time. Because I can get double strike land and set up lethal for next turn. All right. So Sunhome Tolaria, I guess. Yeah, no, Sunhome Garrison. And we can actually bog ourselves here, which is great. I forgot to play the colony. I don't think it's gonna matter. And now, yeah, beating Mill. Beating Mill. You saw it here. You saw it here. Yeah, I'm gonna update the record. 3-1 actually. Dude, White Amulet too strong. Just hype it up. Just hype it up a little bit in the chat, you know? I'll give you 5 prime times. Just 5 prime times. Beating Mill. There we go. Now I'm good. Now I'm feeling good. Now I'm feeling good. We got KCI'd. We just beat Mill, and we beat Burn twice. Yeah, we wanna. What do we wanna play against here? Let's have a fun. Let's play a fun matchup like blue white or like Lantern. I love. I know that people hate them, but I think those matchups are super interesting. Like playing against blue white is just so much fun for me. Like how you position yourself, how you need to like know exactly what matters and what doesn't, and you need to like constantly reassess that as well. What matters on turn 1 doesn't really particularly matter on turn 5 or 6, and like how you set yourself up. I think that's great. Decoy Octopus. So currently, as things stand, I think I cannot move things here, so I'm going to come over here. So if you look at our mana base, we have access to 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess this one is it, both. We have access to 1, 2, 5 white sources, right? These are exclusively white sources. These are both white and red sources. And these are exclusively red sources. The idea is that the red is only for Ruric Thar. That's literally our only red card in the 75. But it's just so good in the matchups where you want it that we are trying to accommodate it. And the idea is to keep the highest amount of white producing lands, because you know we have Sigarda, which costs double white, and we have a Path to Exile. So this gives us a total of 10 white sources, and it gives us effectively, it gives us 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources, and that's one of the reasons why the Cavern of Souls is in the sideboard. It's because it casts Ruric Thar. So by putting up more red sources, we definitely want to bring in more whites. And this hand is excellent, by the way. And I also don't think like, why do you want another Gruul Turf? Like, what's the point? When you make changes to like the mana base or anything like that, you always want to ask yourself, what's the point of making this switch? Like, what are you trying to achieve? And yeah, if that is not a question that has a reasonable answer, then you probably shouldn't be doing what you're, just to change things just for changing them. It's not gonna really get you it's not gonna take you far with this deck. Everything needs to have like a thought process behind it. Like, what are you expecting to achieve by playing more Gruul Turfs? So this is a turn 4 kill. That's a great answer. Well, that's a thing. That's a thing. Card availability is a thing. So that's a reasonable thing to take into account. So yeah. Yeah, personally I only have 3 sanctuaries. I think I do have 4, but like the 4th one is like a different edition, like a different border, so we don't do that. Nah, it's fine. But it's more of a matter of like again, why you're making the changes. If you only have access to what you have access to, which is fine. Okay, my opponent is actually dead. Then you want to make sure that you keep the same the same amount of color sources. So if you were to play 2 and 2, 2 turf, 2 sanctuary, then you probably want to play another white source, which would mean, I guess, take the Grove for like a Razorverge Thicket or something like that. Also, why did I get paired 3 times against Burn in this league? Can somebody explain that to me? Stronghold Gears. Is Burn good or something right now? Boom. Here it doesn't matter. All right, 20. Oh, my opponent blocks. My opponent blocked. They made the correct play. Yeah, if you want to play the red version, that's perfectly fine. I think the red version is just a fine it's a fine list. Minus Ballista and minus Ranger and minus Ghost Quarter. Yep, this is it. Okay. Yeah, so the reason behind the paths are, first of all, that the card is absolutely insane in the deck. Having a split of removal spell / ramp spell it's better in this deck than it is in any other deck in Modern. I guarantee that. I'll talk about this hand in a second after I finish this. And also because there's a really big uptick in Phoenix decks, Death Shadow decks, and Phoenix, Death Shadow, and Dredge. And in those matchups, Path is just insanely better than a Braid. So yeah, so that's why we are running Path to Exile nowadays. But running a Braid is perfectly fine. In fact, if you are talking about like a more specific meta that you're trying to tackle, where like KCI, because by making this change, the Storm matchup and the KCI matchup become slightly worse, and by slightly I mean a lot worse, because we need to make like a we need to really stretch our mana base in order to fit Ruric, and pathing an Electromancer overall is so much worse than abrading it. So that's also a thing. No, I agree. I disagree a lot. The only deck that I would say that it's probably better, the path is better, is in like Death and Taxes deck, but that's just a terrible deck, so I don't consider that to be a deck. But path is definitely better in Amulet than it is in Martyr. So this hand is very, very, very weird. So if we top a land, we get to Amulet on 1, we get to Trinket Mage, and then we get to kill on turn 3. So this hand is a turn 3 kill on the draw, but we need to get lucky, and that's this is with Pact of Negation backup too, which is also important. So that's why I wanted to like talk about this hand, because in the blind you're gonna say, oh, this hand doesn't have a non-bounce land, and you will be correct. This hand doesn't have a non-bounce land. That's a fact. But if we find any untapped land in the top of our deck, this is a turn 3 kill with Pact backup. So that's why you want to, you know, consider this. And because of that, I think we are actually gonna keep this hand. Yeah, we're gonna put that on top. It delays us 1 turn, but it's probably still fine. And it's a guaranteed land that we're gonna hit our land drops. In fact, Colony Gardener is gonna save us quite a bit of life. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Goblin Guide. Yes. Value already. Second that. Oh. Nah, I'm gonna Colony on 1 anyway. If they play Eidolon on turn 2, it's gonna be much worse because I'm gonna take 2 from casting this amulet. But I think it's fine anyway, because this plant is gonna save me 2 damage from here. Land, please. No, Summoner's Pact. Lava Spike resolves. So here, do we play out the amulet here? I'm gonna be playing Gemstone, but do I play out the amulet here? I think I actually do not. So basically, do I want to play around Eidolon, or do I want to play around? I can play around Eidolon, or I can play around Smash the Smithereens. They didn't have Eidolon last turn, because otherwise it's better to Eidolon than to Spike plus Suspend Riftbolt. So I'm going to choose to play around Smash the Smithereens so I can guarantee that I can play out the Trinket Mage next turn. So down to 12, then 10. Oof, great draw. Great draw right there. Alright. We just casually go from a turn 4 or 5 kill to a turn 3 kill with pack backup. Just no big deal. Just don't worry about it, guys. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Good times, good times, good times. Okay, so let's say my opponent has like Searing Blaze plus Bolt, and they kill my Azusa. How does that affect me? I pack the Azusa? I think I go all in, right? Maybe I made a mistake and I should have I should have balanced the gemstone and used this turn to get like yet another. Nah, I'm going for it, right? Yeah, I think I'm just going for it. Fuck it. It might not be correct, but it's just too sweet. Just too great to not do. I expect a Searing effect right here. Or Bolt. Do we care about Bolt? Well, we do. Oh. We do care about Bolt actually, because we are not going to be able to pay for our pact. So. Yeah, we do care about Bolt. Okay. Helix. Okay. So I guess we packed for a second Azusa and get our last land drop, which would give us exactly Titan mana, so we win anyway. Feels great. So that's gonna be, yeah, right? Because Azusa nets 1 mana, and we only use 2 land drops from this Azusa, so we have a 3rd land drop available to us. Oh man, this deck, man. This deck is just something else. Three pacts to pay on my next turn. No big deal. No big deal. I need to stack this correctly. This is fine. We can just do this. Boom. Haste. Boom. Haste. Bounce. Swing. Yes. Vesuva, Sun Home. Vesuva, Gopivoros. And these guys don't matter. Ah, man. I love amulets so much. I just love this deck so much. Just feels good. Just feels good. Just feels good. Casual for 1. Casual for 1. We got paired against Burn 3 times. 3 Burn players. We 2-0 them 3 times. Well, that happened. I don't understand people who like not like this deck. That makes no sense for me. The fact that people are like, yeah, Amulet sucks. It's just like, have you seen that? Have you played the deck? Did you guys see what just happened? Did you guys see what just happened? Anyway, we 4-1. Before we go on to talk about the deck list and potential changes and whatnot, I wanted to thank everybody for watching. My name is Francisco. We stream a lot of Amulet in this channel, so you can definitely if you enjoy Amulet content, make sure you hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can subscribe. I think I'm gonna play in another league. You can subscribe and you get this beautiful primetime emote that you see in chat right now. This is you can also, if you have Amazon Prime, you can go ahead and you can subscribe for free if you link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account, and you get 1 free subscription every single month. So even if you don't use it on this channel, make sure that you use it, because otherwise, you know, it goes to waste, and nobody likes wasted value. If you want to join the Amulet Discord, you can do that right there on with that link. And if it doesn't work, let me know so I can update the link. If you want to check out previous streams, you can do so in YouTube. I upload all my streams to that channel right over there. If you want to Man, I haven't done this in a while and I forgot. There we go. Twitter. Yeah, there you go. You can follow me on Twitter. I always post whenever I'm gonna be going live, and I always post whatever it is that I'm gonna be playing. And finally, if you want to help support the stream, or if you want to see any list of your choosing on stream, just like Inquisitor Jesus, you can donate to the stream. We're gonna be playing this tomorrow. This is Inquisitor Jesus's list. By the way, if you're in chat, make sure that you let me know if you want to make any changes before tomorrow. But this is the list that we're going to be playing. It's basically a hybrid. It was going to be my 750 followers goal list, but I guess he just couldn't wait. So here we are. This is going to be the list that we're going to be playing. Actually, if anybody has 2 Emrakuls and 1 Worldspine Worm that they can lend me for this stream, that would be awesome. So I don't have to actually buy these cards, because they are like, Worldspine Worm is like 5 tickets, which is mind blowing for me. I have no idea why this card would be 5 tickets, and Emrakul is like 4 or something. So you know, if I actually go ahead and buy the cards, then that's basically the whole value of the donation. So it's rough, but yeah. So if anybody has them available, I would love. Please send me a PM, and I would love to figure something out so I can borrow them for tomorrow while we stream. Okay, list. This is the list we're on. At least we brought the on-stream record up to 1816. We're in the positives now. We're in the positives now. I just think this list is great. The only change I would consider making is switching this no-cover forest for like actual forests. Classic troll commentary. Sky Shard Ranger is the only card that I'm not convinced about. I think it's okay, but I don't know. It's just nice that it takes up a single slot instead of Explorer. I mean, just playing 1 Explorer just makes no sense. I want to be playing at least 2 Explorers, you know? It might still be worth a card. There are some times where you just like cast it and it dies, but there are some times where you cast it and it doesn't die. And when that happens, it's pretty great. So let's try it again, shall we? I also just noticed that against Mill, we drew exactly the negate twice instead of drawing any of the spell pierces, which is funny. Alright, second league incoming. I have been really enjoying the Trinket Mages, to be honest with you. I think Trinket Mage is pretty awesome in this deck. Not going to lie. Holy crap! Thank you very much, Jack Lionheart, for your donation. Thank you very much for your support. And Pikes ND, thank you very much for the subscription with Twitch Prime. That brings our sub counter to 1. Hype it up. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Jack Lionheart, if there's any list that you would want me to run on stream, of course, you can send me a PM, you can send me a message here on Twitch, anything, whatever works for you, and we can make it happen. Unfortunately, it won't be for 2 weeks. I'm very sorry about it. Oh crap. Is this turn 1 Blood Moon? The good thing is we can just... Ooh, nice. No Moon. Alright, so the bad part about this is that we actually need to like play it out now. Turn 1 War Boss is not gonna clock us quickly enough. I don't think. No, with a Carrier Cursor there's no way this is quickly enough. I have no second green though. Oh, thank you, Jack Lyon. I really appreciate that. Um, okay. Sure. Yeah. Send the list to me and we can definitely figure it out. What to do here? I'm kind of interested in. We can Trinket Mage this turn, which is probably good, right? We play Trinket Mage, now my opponent's attacks become worse. And even if they kill the mage, there's no way that this is lethal. So yeah, I'm gonna do this and get another amulet. I'm gonna bounce the bounce land though. And this is Trinket Mage yet again, proving its worth. Oh, don't moon me. Please don't moon me. Please don't moon me. Play another one of these guys. Another one of these guys. Come on. Come on. Come on, another one of these guys. Come on. Do it. Do it. This is a very painful slow roll, by the way. Oh. Phew. Cool. Bounce line off the top. Play Amulet. Green. This is the other color. So I'm gonna be out of land drops by that point. And I'm gonna be out of Vesuva, so I'm not gonna be able to win. However, what's up, Aaron Kent? We're doing well today. We just 4-1'd. It was cool. Just 4-1 and it was cool. There we go. That basically sums it up. I can E for 0 and crack it. That's definitely another option. I'm definitely doing this, and I need to do it with the Sun Home, because otherwise I can't even cast the Titan, so there's that. I can Explosives this turn. I can Explosives on 0, which will guarantee your survival. For next turn. And then I can... So this is beginning of combat. Beginning of combat on your turn. So I need to put my stuff on the beginning of combat, and after this resolves, that's when I kill it, but before the Rebel Master attacks. That's gonna be the correct timing to do it. Okay, so I need to actually play out the Tolere West in order to do this. But this will be blue from the T-West itself. Then we're gonna play Scout. We're gonna Garrison. And we're gonna pay 2 and then bounce T-West. Transmute. Transmute. Explosives. Cast for 0 mana. And pass the turn. And next turn we're gonna gain 2. So, okay. No passing. There we go. Now we blow it up. We can, because we can't win and then we die to Blood Moon on upkeep, right? So by doing it this way, now I actually have the kill. You know what I'm saying? So, because the Sun Home is in play, basically. Because the Sun Home is in play and the Garrison is in play, I can't actually have the kill. Boom. And then we play forest, we second forest, we packed for prime time. We prime time, we Vesuva plus Stronghold. Vesuva copy Garrison. Yeah, we can win. This. Haste. Bounce this guy. And swing. I might actually activate right now. Might as well. Cool. And now we're gonna get I guess we can get like basic forest gemstone to be like 100% sure we don't die. The order doesn't matter. White, red, green, green. Double strike, F6. Sweet. Yeah, we can Titan, but we can't. Well, we can't kill. We could kill this turn because we were able to attack with the Sun home untapped. But on the previous turn, we couldn't have Titan. Oh, this matchup is awful. It's so bad. So freaking bad. Actually, I think I'm gonna bring in Path to Exiles, just so I can path my own dudes. God, this matchup sucks. Quarter for sure. Quarter is mostly there as mana fixing, which is awful. Aaron, you never need an excuse to mess up with Titan math. You never need an excuse. It's just hard, dude. Like, there's so many things to take into account. That it's just fine. I've messed up Titan math on stream so many times. It's not even funny. Verdikin S. Thank you very much for that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Make sure you abuse of that Primetime emote, because it's great. Best emote on Twitch, not close. Second to none. Man, what to... Maybe one trinket out? Ballista is terrible, but it's just a threat I can cast under Blood Moon, and it's a threat I can cast with Trinket Mage. So I can probably do this. Yeah, dude, I understand. It's one of those things that it's mentally taxing. It's mentally taxing. I'm gonna be playing it on an actual event on a GP at GPLA for the first time. So it's gonna be my first time playing Amulet through like 9 rounds. So we'll see how that works out. Blake MTG, I don't think I want more explosives. I think explosives, one explosive is fine as an out to whatever my opponent can do. To like something like what my opponent did on game 1. I don't think I want more than that though. So this is turn 1, hope they don't have anything. Turn 2, hold up Spell Pierce for a Blood Moon. I guess we keep. We're gonna get turn 1 Moon, then it's gonna be very sad. Turn 1 Basic Mountain, go. Don't moon me, bro. Don't moon me, bro. Well, game is over. Oh, okay. So we only need to draw a basic forest now. Wow, my opponent just had the perfects. Basic forest? No. Basic forest? No. I think if we draw the basic forest, we kinda are doing it. Alright, we died. I think the hand was fine. I mean, we had a plan. Of course, the plan wasn't enough, but alright, I don't think I want to change anything. Yeah, winning game 1 was kind of like awesome. Keep. And I think I play mine on... what do I do? What are the... okay, so I 100% play the mine on 1 and just hold up. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, we're piecing this. Nice draw. Nice draw. So now we have an answer to Moon in the Summoner's Pact. So that's cool. That's a Blood Moon. We can kind of milk this, right? We can hold up for a second. Second Forest. Second Forest or Ballista? Since we already have the Sage, I'm kind of interested in this. Oh no, but Second Forest mean we can actually cast a Titan, which seems better than a Ballista. So we're gonna go with Second Forest. We can Titan next turn. We can Titan next turn, get a third Forest, and take it from there. Yeah! OP's doing it. OP's doing it. Pact for Titan. We could pact for Ruric too. Is pacting for Ruric better? Seems like the clock is just stronger, right? Because my opponent can't really stabilize. However, if they draw something like a Molten Rain, we actually lose a game that I don't think we can lose otherwise. Yeah, I'm gonna prime time here. Yes, so we will get Snow-Covered Forest plus Simgrowth. Nice BM you got over there, OP. Nice BM you got over there. Whoops, one too many. Actually, there's no need for me to pay like that. Okay. Swing prime time. We can get Simic Growth, Sunhome. 6, yeah. So any pact wins the game on the spot. Second Spirit Guide, sure. This is how we do it. I guess we lock it up with Ruric, or we can serve with Double Strike, serve with Double Strike. That sounds better, right? We're gonna... oh, okay, we can even get... oh, I cited out the Pact of Negation, which I guess makes sense. But I guess it would be good right now. Yeah, sure. I got a little bit carried away and I didn't actually math out whether I could have Ruric and Double Striked here. Oh, yes. Whew, whew. Oh, we get to Stone Rain for free? We get to Stone Rain for free? Oh, man. Whew. Whew. The value. The value. Holy crap. Yeah, this game is very, very much over. Wookie B? Yeah, Wookie B. Or like preemptive explosives. Sure, preemptive explosive sounds good. Even just like wasting gemstone mine counters for no reason. Yeah. 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 Here. Oh my. Oh my. That is... Can you guys taste that? That's the taste. That's the taste of your 4 Blood Moon opponent losing against Amulet. That's what that is. That's what that is. Yeah. Great hand. Great hand. Potential for a... No potential for a turn 3 Titan, but this is a pretty solid turn 4 Titan, so I'll keep it. Record currently 1-0. Is this burn again? Are we get so much burn? Holy smokes. Searing Blaze would be rough here, not gonna lie. Searing Blaze would be rough. No Searing Blaze is basically game over though. Yeah, no blocks, brother. Whew. That's a nice one to have on top. That's a real nice one to have on top. So this is one of the matchups where this canopy might actually hurt me. What's the sequencing here? I think the sequencing is place Azusa? So I'm gonna take 2 from the Azusa, 2 from the Azusa, 2 from the Amulet. That's down to 14. Down to 12. Minus 4 here. That's down to 8. If my opponent has 3 burn spells, I die. Minus 1 from the canopy. We can Azusa into Amulet here. If we Azusa into Amulet though, do we win? Because I think we are actually going to be forced into playing these steerings. So basically the question I'm asking right here is, should I lead on steerings and just not play the Azusa? I think I lead on steerings because I might find Kabira Crossroads. And if I find Kabira Crossroads, that puts us in a good spot. I guess Kalni Garland is also a defensible thing to do. Explosives. Or Simic. Yeah, I guess we get Simic here. Yeah, it has to be Simic here. Simic, and we play Amulet. And the good thing is that we can use Scout to chomp here, which is cool. Effectively gains us 2 life, so we can Azusa next turn. I have been loving it, honestly. I think that the mana can accommodate Ruric and the white cards. I really like the white cards, especially Path to Exile. If you can see, that's literally all I'm running here, right? I'm running the full 4 paths, and I guess I'm running the Sigarda, but this one is not so important. Like, it would be okay as like a Baloth or a Tracker or something. But the paths have been insane for me. They have been so good. So yeah, I've been kind of liking the whole thing. Basic forest. I guess I'll play this out then. So I don't need to take one from the canopy, and I can still hold up the Suva in hand. It's important to note that if I cast as Susa, I'm not gonna be able to play Stronghold. So there's that. I think it's important to remember. Because we're gonna tap with 3. Oh, second Eidolon. Okay. So we play a Susa. We're gonna go down to 6. So my opponent will need to draw a land and then have 3 1-mana burn spells. Seems pretty unlikely, right? I cannot haste an attack this turn because my Stronghold is in play, and so is my Suva is in hand. So that's not an option. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Tutti. You could also add the fact that Path to Exile is ramp and and removal. That's also not a minor thing. The fact that it ramps you, it's actually quite relevant. Bounce again, replay, float, bounce this, and we can get Kalni and Fountain and Caviar Crossroads, I mean. So now we have 3 blockers for my opponent's attacks, and we're at 8, so my opponent cannot burn us out unless they have land plus 3 burn spells, 3 1-mana burn spells. And next turn we're gonna swing for 1,000,000. I guess 12, but it's the same. 12, 1,000,000. That's exactly how math works. No swing? No swing. Why would you not swing there? You know I have a Vesuva in hand. I mean, I'll take it. So we have a Vesuva, copy this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Empty XCOM, thank you for that follow. Yeah, I guess I can like play a forest, play Vesuva, cast second Titan. Titan will go get Bodo's Garrison plus something else, bounce the Garrison, replay it, and we win. Game 1, there's really nothing that I need to play around. If they double bolt my Titan, they need to do that before damage, which means they take 8, and then the other Titan will win the game. So yeah, I'm fine. I am fine. And this Titan makes things even easier, but I think I was winning this game anyway. Drawing the second Titan means I don't need to think about it as much, and my opponent knows that I don't need to think about it as much, and they just concede. Okay, so we've been sideboarding 3 paths, 1 Sage. That's it, right? Out Bog, out Ghost Squatter, out Ballista, and out Sky Shroud Ranger. Are we 7-0 against Burn? Yep, we're 7-0 against Burn. Yeah, you can cut the E, but sometimes they go wide. So as a one-off, I think it's a fine hedge. I don't love the card, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a great card in the matchup. But I think that's a one-off, it's a fine hedge, especially with Riding Trinket. And this hand has like way too much potential for me not to keep. We're basically a single bounce land away, a single Titan away from winning. Whew. In fact, I think I made a mistake there. I should have kept this in my deck. But that was the Whiffscaroni. If we don't draw prime time, we win on the spot. So do I jam Crossroads here? Nah, no jamming Crossroads. I'm definitely playing this out though. I want my opponent to like keep holding 2 mana. And whenever they can't hold 2 mana, then that's when I do this. Okay. So what did I say? I said that this just needs the prime time to win. Sign me up. Too good? Just too good? Too good? The sad thing is that we don't get to kill them because I fucked up. And I said, I think I made a mistake. I should have left this Sun Home in the deck. And it was, because now I can't kill my opponent. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to kill them anyway because they're at 20. Because of this Helix. What you doing? OP, what you doing? This is gonna be Syrian Blaze plus Bolt. I let this go, right? My opponent was kind enough to do this before combat. If they had done this after I fetched, I guess I was gonna get Gemstone plus the other thing anyway. But that means that I wouldn't have been able to. I think I'll let this go. And now I get this and transmute for another green pact, and we win. Hopefully in the following turn, but if not, the turn after. And my opponent is down to 2 cards in hand. And I still have the Pact of Negation in hand. We pay for Pact. We're gonna be tapped out. This is fine though. This is fine. We win on the following turn. Goblin Guide resolves. Because this Caviar Crossroads basically undoes the Goblin Guide's work. I guess if they have... Oh my god. Oh, this deck. Oh, this deck. They can have Skullcrack here. Do I play into Skullcrack? No. It's better for me to hold that Pact of Negation in case things go awry. See what they do E off turn. Yeah, they did have the skull crack. So after attack trigger, I'm gonna pass the Gobo. But if my opponent has like double burn spell, and now I can Pact of Negation the second one. I don't want to be dead to just Boros Charm, so that's why I'm passing the Goblin Guide. Slow clap. Just slow clap. I mean, we had the Titan anyway, but this makes sure that there's, I don't think, literally anything we care about. Slayer Stronghold. And I would love to know if my opponent has Deflecting Palm. If one of my opponent's cards in hand is Deflecting Palm and the other one is a Bolt, then that is yet another example of why I think Deflecting Palm, if you're playing Burn and you're playing Deflecting Palm in your sideboard, you should just flat out don't bring it in against this deck. If you respect your opponent, okay, I guess that's the first thing to say. If you respect your opponent and you think your opponent knows what they're doing, then you should not be bringing in Deflecting Palm against Amulet. If your opponent is going to play around it, and if my opponent had like double Bolt, then they would have probably killed me. But if they had like Deflecting Palm plus any other card, and they took out a burn spell in order to bring that Deflecting Palm, then that's actually very good for me because I can easily play around it. So the casual 8-0 against Burn. The casual 8-0 against Burn. No big deal. Crazy Po 123, because my experience is that I die to their creatures way more than I died. My opponent had like a burn heavy draw that game, and they lost. If they had a burn heavy creature heavy draw instead of a burn heavy draw, and they had spent like their first 2 turns playing turn 1 Goblin Guide and like turn 2 Swiftsy or something like that, then I would have been in a much worse spot. This is a very interesting hand, and I think I'm going to keep. It might be a mulligan, but I think I'm gonna keep it and see what happens. I wonder if this is like Lantern or this is like BGX. Hopefully it's BGX. That's my experience though. That's what I recommend. That's what I recommend. But if your experience is like you want to bring in Spell Piercers and stuff, especially because if you don't have Path and you can't get rid of an Eidolon, then Spell Pierce basically reads pay 1 mana, pay 1 mana and then just like gain 1 life, which it's not gonna be worth the card in most scenarios. We take Amulet here, right? Yeah, I think we do. Especially because these decks have been like going up on Assassin's Trophy and going down on Abrupt Decays. Alright, so this is BGX then. Solid draw. Solid draw. So here we Ranger and Amulet. We have explosives to kill this. We have Trinket Mage and Ballista to like do some stuff and some things. If we draw a Titan and they don't kill either of this, we just win on the spot.
hopefully my opponent spends their turn like Assassin's Trophy in my Amulet or something like that. That would be best, absolute best case scenario for me. Please tell me that's what's happening. Actually, best case scenario will be my opponent taps out for Bob here, and I explosives on 2 next turn, and I just basically win there. Because that would be very nice. Okay. Resolves. Didn't even grow the Goif. That's hilarious. Goif still swings for 2. That's funny. I can trinket for 2nd Amulet. That's gonna cost me my gemstone mine though. And I'm not sure I'm too excited about that. Well, your problem, Inquisitor Jesus, is that you also chose to have Amulet as a 2nd deck. So if you have Amulet as a 2nd deck, your other deck basically becomes obsolete, because why would you ever not play Amulet? You know what I'm saying? Yes, any 2nd green source does it 2 turns from now. Because if I cast Trinket, so the only reason I'm tanking on this is because actually playing the Trinket Mage is going to cost me my gemstone mine. Otherwise, yeah, I would just like play the Trinket Mage and just like move on with my life. But the reason, the problem is precisely that playing out Trinket Mage costs me my gemstone mine. So I'm actually somewhat interested in playing the Garrison and bouncing the gemstone. I'm somewhat interested in playing out the Garrison, bouncing gemstone and resetting it, and playing explosives on 2. That enables more plays for me on my next turn, especially if I draw another bounce land. But it also makes I don't have Azusa. The only thing that punishes me is if I draw exactly Azusa. Because even if I draw a Titan with only 2 lands in play, then Boros, I don't have enough mana for it to work. Because I would need 3 lands in play in order to pact for Azusa and then play Titan. So I think I'm just going to play out the Garrison. Basically nullify my opponent's clock and bounce the gemstone mine. It's a little bit weird, but again, with this deck you should always be thinking 2 or 3 turns in advance. How are my next turns gonna be looking like, you know? Hopefully this is, yeah, 3-top activation is great for me. That means my opponent has nothing in their hand. Huh. I'm suspecting my opponent has like a couple of removal spells in hand. E on 2 buys a lot of time. That's why I played it out last turn. I think I play out the Scout. I suspect my opponent has like, their hand is like Fatal Push and like whatever else. Because even if they had like Liliana or something, playing it out would have been correct last turn. So I suspect they have at least one Fatal Push. I think I'm gonna Trinket Mage here, because it's the only one that doesn't straight up die to Fatal Push. Get another Amulet, and do we play it out? Probably yes. Or I can leave it. I can leave it in hand to play around Liliana of the Veil. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in hand. Also, like, this damage is not irrelevant here. I guess this is I guess one example of where the canopy damage, like, this would be much better as a grove right now. Sure. I'm gonna chump Tarmo. Okay. So we're gonna play Amulet. At this point, Scout isn't really doing anything. It's just enabling my opponents. So I'm just gonna leave it up as Liliana fodder. I'm gonna be using this turn to blow up explosives. And at this point, any ETB tapped land straight up wins the game. Okay. At this point, I am blowing up. Also, my opponent only has a single mana. Never mind, they have 2 mana. If this is Bob, second Goif is painful though. Crap. Okay, so we're drawing the absolute worst cards in the matchup. So my opponent stepped out. I think I can. If I'm gonna crack Canopy, it has to be this turn. If I draw a bounce land, I win. No. Four, 5, 6. So I'm dead on board. If I'm dead on board, I might as well attempt to chump block, and I'm still trying to draw the same cards, right? I'm still dead to Fatal Push, dead to a lot of things. Inquisition results. If we survive this turn and we draw a bounce land, a green bounce land that is, we win the game. But I think we're gonna die this turn, and my opponent is just like fishing for information here. That seems to be what's going on. Now they push and then swing with Treetop. Ooh, one more turn. All right. Any green bounce land wins the game. Go. All right. We died. We were definitely not getting there. All right, path. Yes, please. Pact of negation. No, thank you. This, yes. This, yes. Explosives, yes. Cards to cut. Amulet. Get out of here. Trinket Mage is basically 3 mana, go fetch and explosives, which is fine. We can take out 1 pact. I wouldn't go lower than 28 lands in this matchup. Whenever I cut amulets, I want to leave in as many lands as I can possibly. live in, so it doesn't happen exactly what happened that last game. Walkie B is not amazing, but it can be alright. Trinket Mage is basically Liana fodder, one champ blocker plus removal spells. I don't think Ruric is worth it. Any of these cards are just bad. Definitely one GQ. I think I'm probably going to be bringing in Cavern of Souls over Grove, because Cavern casts Sigarda, which is pretty important in the matchup. What else? I definitely want on my forest. My opponent's going to be jamming a bunch of Assassin's Trophies. All of these cards sound great. Bog is there to manage Goyfs. I want all my bounce lands. No, Crypt is not worth a card. If I had Relic, I would definitely bring it in, but Tormod's Crypt is just not worth the effect. If you're playing against Snapcaster and Goyf decks, Relic is fine, but don't bring in Tormod's Crypt. This effect is just not worth the card, basically. What are you planning to destroy with Sage? Damping Sphere? Trinket does it just the same by fetching explosives, and we want to be playing explosives on one anyway. Because that's where Goyfs and the other guy. So I think I'm gonna take out one Ranger, and then just do this. Dying to Liliana the Last Hope is a real issue. Yeah, living in Wh-Amulet is fine with this list, I guess, because we can fetch it whenever we need it. Wow, we literally mulligan into exactly the same hand, -1 card. I guess we keep this with a Scry, and that's exactly what we want to keep on top. Anemeti, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the Prampton Stronghold. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your emotes. Well, your emote, but you can use it a lot, so I guess it's emotes, plural. Thank you very much for your Twitch Prime support. Really appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Another Inquisition, sure. What? Oh, they have 2 discard spells? Sure, that's fine. Why are they fetching basics? Are they splashing red for Blood Moon or something? Sure. I mean, we're not dying. So there's that. Trophy would be slightly annoying. That's a Liliana. That's trouble. We're gonna discard Path and then probably play explosives on 3. That's a forest. And I guess we play out the Sun Home and discard the Snow Covered Forest. This might bite us in the ass, but whatever. We can't cast Sigarda. Yeah, you got it. They're a little bit flooded. Sure. I'm going to crack this EOT, no need for me to do it right now.
Ugh. Gross. So take 4. Crack. All right. I'm going for prime time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alternatively, I could go for explosives, but I think prime time stabilizes a little bit better. That's 6. And I can't really be the removal spell or like a second Liliana or something. Ugh. 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 Well, that sucks. Yep. I can still draw an untapped land here. Can still draw an untapped land. Also, this was a multi 5 or 6. No, this was 6. Yep. All right. Can't even cast Sigarda, I just realized. Although Sigarda would have been terrible on this board. Yeah, even transmitting for explosives would have been terrible. My opponent needed to like break for 1 turn, and they didn't. Alright, that was sad. Usually I think black-green is a reasonable matchup, but our draws just didn't really play out. It's fine. It happens. 0-2 is painful though. That one stings. Bog would have made the Goyfs 3 and only on the following turn. So it really didn't, you know, get us anywhere either. Cause they had like the stupid Treat Up Village. Treat Up Village is a really good card. No, because Vesuva Bog. So we needed to play a land in order to bounce the Tolaria we already had in play and transmute it. So yeah, so that means that we could only play Bog once. I guess I keep because I have Colony Garden. This buys me a little bit of time, hopefully. We're playing against Tron, so this card is irrelevant. That changes things, though. So we just need to draw prime time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we draw prime time, we're in a really good spot. If we... I guess my opponent turn 3 cards, which they probably will. It's a Trinket Mage, which we can cast. So we Asusa. Yeah. So we're going to Asusa, bounce Sanctuary, and then we're gonna play. Asusa, bounce, play Cavern on Human. And then play Celestia again and bounce it again. This will allow me to transmute. Alright. Spinny 6784. Thank you for the follow. Now I can find probably a second amulet. This is the best for us to play around Karn. And I think Karn is the best thing my opponent can do, so playing around Karn is probably a good idea. Man, it looks like I've been here before, huh? Oh my god, so many Asusas. Being able to kill Karn here is pretty big game, by the way. Play Stronghold, play Kalni, and hold, play our own second Karn by holding up the amulet in hand.
Eugene. All right, let's draw. Let's draw primetime here, shall we? I think if we draw primetime, we win. Primetime? Nope. So I think I want to... Do I want to play out Asusa? I don't think I want to play out Asusa either. They have the Mog in hand. Yeah, I think Rock is exactly what we need. What I need to do. I'm trying to think whether playing out these amulets in the face of Ulamog is good. Though I guess the Mog would get our Slayer Stronghold anyway. Incognitel, well, thank you for the follow. So playing Asusa doesn't make much sense because then like the only other thing they can do is just dome me. And what I'm thinking is that Asusa means I'm definitely holding the Asusas in hand, but Asusa means that I can win if I hold both amulets. So I think I'm actually interested in just not doing anything. Just pass the turn. Play around Karn, because if I play both amulets and my opponent plays Karn, they can minus on one of them. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn. I guess passing the turn is bad against exactly Ballista. Yeah, but Jonah, so if I hold both amulets, unless my opponent has exactly Ballista, I can swing for lethal with Titan next turn, and if they play and I play around another Karn. Maybe it's better to play around Ballista than to play around second Karn, especially when my opponent could have Karned last turn, but they chose to Ugin instead. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm on board with that. I guess that it's somewhat safe to say that my opponent is unlikely to have another Karn, and I can't beat O-Stone anyway. I can't beat O-Stone anyway, so... So I can't beat Tower, another exactly versus Tower, because they can Mog me, and I cannot beat O-Stone. Those are the two things I cannot beat, but I can beat literally everything else in their deck. That means that O-Stone is less likely to happen, which is good. It's a Sylvan Scrying, that's fine. Because now they can't O-Stone anymore. So I don't care. Alright, Titan wins the game. Titan wins the game and anything else loses. So I need exactly Titan or Pact. I need exactly Titan or Pact. And we lose. I guess maybe Ghost Quarter buys us a turn. Yep, worth it. Okay. I think that's all I really want. They bring in Thought-Knot Seers post-board. Maybe Thought-Knots are fine. A path for Thought-Knots is fine. Yeah, because actually it kills Sulamog too. So maybe path is just fine against Tron. I definitely want Ranger on the play, not so sure I want it on the draw. Sage is fine as a one-off. I don't think I want too many paths though, because, you know, if I top deck path and my opponent, you know, goes with Karn, then I'm gonna be very sad. Can probably take out Kavita Crossroads. Kavita Crossroads and maybe one more Trinket Mage. Okay, let's try this. Okay, draw. I'm gonna keep this. We need one land or amulet, and or one land and or amulet. That's what we're looking at. Sweet. Yep. That is land and or amulet. So cool. Forest. It's cool. It's a cool art forest. Okay. So my opponent is probably dead at this point. I don't even... I guess I could get Ghost Squatter anyway. They just concede. Yeah, that's not an early concession. My opponent's never coming back from that. I will go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. Okay. We're back. Trying to second life just yeah. It's one of those things, you know, sometimes you're just one Titan away from winning and you don't get there. The more I think of it, the more I kind of like path. So I'm just gonna leave it in. This this hand. I think this hand needs too much. This hand needs both a threat and a bounce land. So I think Aaron, I have no idea. I can probably like send you the link of what I bought, but I don't know. It was just like it was a chair that was on like, I can't remember when I bought it, but when I did, it was like $60. It was like on sale, and I thought it was fine, and it's okay. It's a fine chair. It's comfortable. Yeah, this hand needs too much going on, and you can't really like mess around too much against Tron. I guess we keep this. Cards I'm leaving on top include Spell Pierce, Amulet, Steerings definitely included, and my opponent put on top as well. Steerings into Ghost Quarter is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Ghost Quarter is nice. One thing I never do, and I actually wonder if I should really like take notice of that, is I never check. I always check the card that I take, and I never check the other ones, because I mean, realistically, like, reorganizing them makes no sense, because there's no way in a million years that you're going to make it to the last 5 cards of your deck without shuffling. Okay, so reorganizing them makes no sense whatsoever. Yet I should be aware of like how many pacts were in the bottom and that kind of stuff, and I never do. I don't know why, but that is something that I should definitely do, and I don't know why I don't. Too lazy, I guess. What? Oh man. Oh, surgical. Oh, surgical. Oh my god. Because I drew Amulet, I think I can afford to go squatter my opponent here. I'm kind of not sure whether I want to, though. This is just a joke, but people just like love their surgicals. Do you guys think I should GQ here? I kind of don't want to GQ. I think I'm just gonna let this go. Just gonna pass the turn. And just hope my opponent doesn't have it. Because if they need to have like exactly the missing piece, which they don't, awesome. Oblivion Stone resolves. And this is basically why we keep Rexage in, right? Because O-Stone is a card. Yeah, as you can see, like, I could have killed the mine and I wouldn't have taken me anywhere. I would just be down a land and unable to cast a Titan through this Oblivion Stone. I think I'm definitely casting this. I didn't bring in Sigarda, right? So it's just green sources that I care about. So we're gonna play it on Giant. Oh, that's a mistake. I should have played it on Human to cast a Trinket Mage. And here I am actually gonna play out the Sanctuary and bounce it. And bounce something else. Oh, my opponent can't activate. I'm stupid. That was dumb. My opponent cannot activate O-Stone. I didn't think about that. You see, if I had like recklessly played, what's his name, wouldn't have taken me anywhere. And we win the game. Sweet. 2. That's 6. Concession incoming. No concession yet. Alright, so we'll get Borders Garrison plus Vesuva, copy Ghost Quarter. And now I am going to go squatter my opponent. What can we bounce? Gemstone, I guess. I guess I can bounce the Boros itself. Yeah, because I can double strike, right? Do I want to double strike here? No, because the O-Stone is gonna mess me up. So I can get... I can't transmute. Yeah, I'm just gonna get Simic Growth. Yeah, I'm just gonna get. I'm not going to double strike here. So I'm gonna get Teleria plus Simic Growth. And bounce Ghost Squatter, I guess. And second main, I'm gonna play out the Boros Garrison. I'm gonna transmute with GQ. And in fact, do I want to draw step this? I'm transmuting for Pact. That part we know. But do I want to draw step this Ghost Squatter, or do I simply want to main phase it right now? Because I don't want to give my opponent 1 extra mana, and then they are going to be like guaranteed able to blow up the Soul Stone. I think I wanna like GQ them right now, actually. I think I'm going to play it right now. I'm going to bounce Stronghold, I guess, because I'm probably not going to have Amulet next turn. We do this. Now we float mana, play Garrison. Of course, I'm not playing this Scout in the face of Oblivion Stone. Get Summoner's Pact, and now I'm going to destroy the power plant and pass the turn. Yeah. Thought not see your results. Sweet, so we win. Got me. How am I ever going to be the Thought-Not Seer? How am I ever going to be the Thought-Not Seer, huh? Sun Home Teleria. F6. 2-1 versus Tron. Feels good, man. Feels good. Oh, the Tron command. Never gets old. Never gets old. Alright, one more match. Thanks everybody for hanging out today, tonight, whatever it is, whatever you're watching. My name is Francisco. We stream a lot of Amulet in this channel, in case you're not aware. So if you do enjoy Amulet content, please make sure you hit that follow button. It's free and you can get notified whenever I go live. And you can check out the stream. If you want to help support the stream, you can subscribe to the channel. You can get this awesome Primeval Titan emote, which is great. You can use it on this and all the other channels here in Twitch. You can also support the stream with donations, which you can also, suggest anything that you want me to play on stream. As I said earlier, we're going to be playing this tomorrow, which was a donation from Inquisitor Jesus. And then we're going to have another main deck path list that I haven't yet received, but we are going to be doing that as well. And also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can get notified whenever I go live. And you can see which deck I'm going to be playing. If you want to check out previous streams, you can do so in my YouTube channel, which is right there. Oh, you sent me the list in Discord? Sweet. Thanks, Jack Lionheart. That's awesome. And I'm gonna get to you in a second, Crazy Po. And also we have YouTube, Twitter. Oh, Discord. Yeah, speaking of the Discord. Whoops. Discord. There we go. You can join the Amulet Discord, which is great. If you haven't joined the Amulet Discord, you're missing out. Make sure you join the Discord. We're always talking all things Amulet. A lot of very cool people hanging out in there. You can ask your questions. You can just chill, hang out. It's great. Oh, Hardened scales. Okay, how do we sequence this? I think I want to Amulet on 1. Think that part is clear. And depending on what we draw, it's going to affect our sequencing. I can turn 2 Azusa into. So they drew Ravager, which they can't play this turn, which is good for me. So I can pact for Azusa here. Question is, am I interested in doing so? Am I interested in pacting for Azusa? Or do I want to wait? Because this is my only threat. Like, the way this is shaping up, this is my only threat. So if I pact for Azusa and I can get ahead on mana, but then if I don't find a Titan, I'm gonna die without doing anything. Considering my opponent is on a slower-ish draw, I think I'm gonna play it slow. And I'm gonna play Vesuva copying the Ring Moth as a defensive measure. This gives me a blocker for the things. Hardened, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Fuck. Especially with Welding Jar in play. Yikes. Sure, that's solid. Actually no, because I might die to this stupid Ink Moth. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I would die to the Ink Moth. So I basically cannot tap out. Oh! So now I could have packed it for Azusa because this represents a Ballista. I don't think the Ballista is going to be good enough though. No, not with Hardened Scales in play. I'm sorry. Doing draw steps just in trying to turn it since we're gonna do it. Because if they just drew the line, they could pop the Ostone before our attack step. I wouldn't have mattered still. I think it was still correct to do it main phase. I might be incorrect, but I think it was correct to do it like that. Another Hardened Scales. Fuck. Okay, so they're going for the one-hit KO. I mean, I'm blocking because this is literal lethal. What? Well, that's awesome for me. Really? That's such a gift. Okay, so I think I'm gonna be fine now. I cannot Titan this turn, but it's still okay. Because Trinket Mage is gonna be doing some chump blocking. Man, Trinket Mage has really been good. Trinket Mage has been very, very good, really. Another amulet, cast second amulet, pass. And I think I got the kill next turn. Oh, that's what's going on. Can they kill me here? I don't think. They probably can actually. Yeah, they can't kill me. For a second I got excited and I thought that they messed it up, but no, they did it correctly. Damn, this deck. This deck is fun. This deck is really fun. They have like this kind of draws that you're just like, the fuck just happened? But yeah, we just died. It's pretty sick. Alright, path. In. Explosives. In. Hornet Queen, Rex Sage. In. Pact. Out. Bog. Out. Walkie Bee has its moments. Ranger out. We can probably take out one scout. Take out a couple of pacts. Pacts are not great because my opponent will bring like 3 or 4 damping spheres, which is an absurd amount. But that's what's up. Probably take out Cavernous Souls here. Since all my other lands are relevant. I guess Grove. No, I think I'd rather have the green source than the Cavern. Cavern is blue for Trinket Mage, but that's about it. So let's do this. They do bring in Nature's Claim, yeah. That's correct. That is correct. But the fact that they bring in Nature's Claim, I don't think it's... Ugh. Ugh. I guess I keep. There's like so many ways this goes wrong. Like so many ways this goes wrong. I guess I Walkie Bee here, right? And I Ballista for 6 next turn. It's very possible my opponent just plays a Damping Sphere, but I think this Ballista is gonna be all right here. This is a card I don't really care about, so that's fine. So 3/3 Ballista or steerings into 2/2 Ballista. If I steer into another amulet, then we get access to 3/3 Ballista anyway, which is great. Or we can like steer into Tolaria West. If we find Tolaria, we can get a Titan on the no, we can't get a Titan on the following turn. If they have land plus Ravager, if I don't get a 3/3 Ballista, then I'm actually in trouble. So I think I'm going to go for that. The Llanowar Reborn triggers of my things too. That's crazy. Yeah, so if you look at the list, Aaron. Yeah, that's annoying. If you look at the list, I made like a couple of little switches, which have been okay. Yeah, I get to... No, I don't get to steerings here, because this now taps for a single mana. So if I want to activate Ballista, I need to play out Crossroads here. Which is cool. Okay, my opponent's tapped out. So I can ping here. They will target this. I can kill their board here, right? That seems like a good play. So, kill here. Okay, so we kill here in response. Kill here in response. Sweet. Whoa, proliferate into Llanowar Reborn, that's hilarious. It's kind of sweet that you can do that. Am I dead? Shit. That's actually very annoying. Right, steerings. Into another fucking amulet. Alright. And I even with this Girl Turf I can't even Hornet Queen because I don't have green mana. Crap. Another Ballista. Alright, things are getting out of control here. Let's throw one of my explosives. That would be nice. Especially now that my opponent has sacrificed their Welding Jar for whatever reason. Top deck explosives, one time. Top deck explosives, one time. Explosives? Oh. Okay, can still find explosives. Or not. We've been getting wrecked this game. This match has been nothing but pain. This match has been nothing but pain. Explosives? Nope. We're dead, right? We're taking 7-9 times 2, 18. Plus they can tap 4 and put a counter on Ballista, so that's 20. Yeah, we're dead. We're legit dead right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm very, very dead. Yeah, this is actually lethal. Yeah. We are dead. Dead. Is opponent gonna do the upkeep? Alright, 3 and 2. That one kind of sucks. I thought that we were in a fine spot. We just, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if we made any like gross mistakes or anything like that, but it doesn't seem obvious. So Aaron, now that we're talking about this, actually, give me a second. I'm gonna update my records. We lost. That was 0-2, right? Versus Hardened Scales. Okay. All right. We lifted it up a little bit. We were on 15-15, I think, with this list on stream, which is not a great record for sure. And some people in like my YouTube channel or whatever were saying, "Oh, just abandon this list or whatever." But I am a very stubborn person, and when I see that something has the potential to be good, I like to figure it out. And I think this list is great. I think we've made it. Some changes can be made, some adjustments to for like metagame choices and whatnot, but I think that overall this list is very, very solid. The third Trinket Mage has been great. I've been winning very consistently. Like literally my off, as I was saying earlier, my off stream record is 22-3, which is like the highest I've ever had with any version of this deck. Then everything goes down. I don't know if it's because while I'm streaming I'm like focusing on too many things and making stupid mistakes, or it's just bad variance, but my off-stream record is pretty solid. However, the changes I made from Edgar's lists are -1 Sanctuary, +1 Turf, -1 Grove, +1 Canopy. These are literally the only changes I made. And I think this list is great. I think this list is very, very good. I think it covers most of our bases. It attempts to make KCI a slightly better matchup by playing Ruric Thar. I did get paired against KCI and got destroyed anyway because the matchup is awful. We also mulliganed to 5 or something like that, and it wasn't great. Yeah, I don't think that's anything that needs to be proven. You know, I think I actually enjoy people saying that to an extent because then you know we have players like the burn player that we played against who killed my Titan. They 2-for-1 themselves to kill my Titan in response to the trigger, and because of that we were able to like get another Titan and kill them the following turn. So you sometimes get a lot of like value because of your opponent not knowing how to play against the deck or not understanding what the matchup is about. And yeah, like my Tron opponent bringing in Surgical against me when they have literally no way to destroy my creatures or my like even my amulet. I guess they can claim my amulets and like surgical it, but it's just like, again, if that's their game plan, that's awesome for me. That's really, really good for me. But you know, people, I don't know if they don't respect it or they simply don't understand it, or they misunderstanding, which is another thing. You know, people thinking they're dead when they are not, and you know, people thinking that it's a combo deck. Anyway, I'm trying to teach. I'm trying to make people understand, you know, how this deck works and everything. But you know, not everybody listens. And well, I will keep killing them while they neglect. But yeah, I think this list is great. This is what I would take to tournament if I were to play tomorrow. In fact, I have it sleeved up right here. Unfortunately, I won't be playing for a while. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing this. As I talked about earlier, we're gonna be playing this concoction. I will definitely want to have Inquisitor Jesus in chat in order to make him some questions. Particularly, why is Warspine Worm here in the sideboard? I understand why these cards are in the sideboard because this deck has like more steep mana requirements. But like, if you're not gonna play Warspine Worm in the main deck, I don't understand why it's taking up a sideboard slot. And do we really want 3 Emrakul the Aeon Storm? Like, I, for example, would try to do something like this. Because Warspine Worm is a card that we can pact for. But maybe I'm wrong. Again, I know absolutely nothing about this deck. We're gonna play it on stream tomorrow for the first time. And we'll see how it goes. But I'm looking forward to it. This deck always seemed very fun to me, and enables some other kinds of kills. That you know, you can, for example, with Breach you can kill with a single amulet because you can get the combo works. So I can't remember how it works. So you need to have, I think, 1 untap White Source. So you tap out for Breach, your Titan. Oh no, that's how it works. So you tap out for Breach, so your Titan gets haste just naturally because of the Breach, so you don't need to actually go get Stronghold. So what you do is you get Tethering Peaks. So you get Peaks plus Sunhome. Where's Sunhome? Here. You get Ticks plus Sunhome, and then on the attack trigger you get Vesuva copying Peaks, and you get Boros Garrison. This gives you red, white, and you activate Sunhome, and you double strike your 20 power Titan because it got +2/+0 twice because of the Tithran Peaks and then the Vesuva copying the Peaks. So it can win off of a smaller, you know, amount of stuff in play basically, and it just sounds fun. So we'll try this out tomorrow. If anybody has any questions, of course, as usual, you can reach me on the Discord and whatnot. And I hope to see everybody tomorrow. We're gonna be having some fun with this one. Anyway, have a have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.